Hello there, internet. How's it going? Welcome back to the show. My name is Pat Dan, and today we're gonna be hitting a little stream, a return to form for the channel. We've been in dormancy. We've been in sleep. We've been waiting. Okay, lying in wait. And the ops have been saying it's not gonna happen. The ops have been saying we're not gonna come back. But today is a change of pace. Today is an alteration of the course of time, and today is a good day. I've been waiting. I know you've been waiting, okay? And I'm keeping you in wait. I've been keeping you in wait for the sole reason that good things come in time, okay? I was teaching you a lesson, all right? This was a months-long social experiment with the sole purpose of sending a message to the American public, okay? People get a little too comfortable and they don't understand. You gotta wait for good things to come, all right? Okay. How's chat been doing? AKA King Froggy first. How have you been doing, King Froggy? It's been a hot minute. I'll admit, I have been wanting to stream pretty much every weekend, and I just I've not had the wherewithal to do so. It's a little bit of a daunting task. Okie doke. Horrible without the weekly Pat Dan streams. I've been trying to drop like unedited videos. Okay. So here's basically the rundown, okay? Here's what the people don't understand. And what the people need to be understanding is that if you drop an unedited video that's like the most fire thing that's ever happened to the YouTube platform, and people actually like watching it, then your life becomes so much easier. Like, imagine being able to just sit down, record for like 10 minutes a day, and then like have the knowledge that people will watch that video. Like, that's a level of power that I think people underestimate. And I've been like imagining a world in which I can just sit and record and people will be there. And it's like a beautiful thing to envision. It's all I've ever wanted. It's all I've ever wanted, and it's all I want to this day. So I've been trying to enact that world vision. You know, people want to see what they want to see, and I'm thinking what they want to see is me on MS Paint. Is really the desire that people have been having, okay? By the way, I dropped a little teaser for a Minecraft video coming out soon. And by soon I mean probably not anytime soon. But I dropped a little teaser in the Discord. I'll play it for you. Just show you a little something that you may be missing out on, a little something that you may not have seen. No one wants you. What? No one wants to watch you draw on MS Paint. Bro is capping. Bro is full on capping. He knows that's what the people want. Listen, I literally got a DM the other day from YouTube CEO saying, we need more MS Paint videos. So you're not making enough MS Paint videos. And I said, listen, you don't understand. Scarcity is king, okay? If I made an MS Paint video every day, they wouldn't be as scarce as they are now, and people wouldn't respect them, okay? Scarcity is king. That's what you guys don't understand. And that's what you guys need to be catching up on. To be quite honest with you, you've been thinking too much, okay? You've been thinking too much about what you want. You're not thinking about what you need. What you need is scarcity, okay? What you need is to be blessed with the idea of not having what it is you might want, okay? That's what you need. You need to make another Roblox video. Another video like the Roblox video. Well, I feel like the Minecraft video is pretty similar to here, I'll show you. I'll just straight send it and show you what exactly we're working with here, okay? Because the Minecraft video, in my humble opinion, I mean, it's got legs, all right? I'll tell you that much. It's got legs, and it's about to run with them. I'll tell you what. It's on the runway and it's about to run, and then it's about to open its wings like a stag beetle. And then it's going to soar. The wings are going to flap and it's going to soar into the sunset, okay? It's going to be beautiful. You're just making it look like you have zero work ethic by not posting for like 2 months. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been posting, brother. You just don't understand the grind like I do, okay? You don't understand the grind like I do. And I'll show you exactly how you can understand the grind, okay? Watch this little teaser. If you ever sit and ask yourself, what am I missing from my YouTube career? What is going wrong, okay? I'll show you exactly what it is. It's this exact format, and I'll explain after the fact because you might be a little bewildered. It might be a little too highbrow for you to understand. But I'll walk you through it if you get a little confused, okay? Let's see what it has to offer. The audio's off. The audio's off, chat. And it's the subtleties that are really most important to me. And Jinxie says particularly one word. Okay, it looks so freaky. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna make it viewable. I'm gonna make it viewable. I'm going to make it viewable. Just wait a second. Okay? Just give me a second. Give me a dang second, chat. I hear your pleas, I hear your cries, okay? I hear your cries, I hear your pleas. What the frick is happening right now? What the frick is happening right now? Okay, I'm sorry. I got a little confused. And it's the subtleties that are really most important to me. And Jinxie says particularly one word in a way that really sparks my interest. That word being glitch.
I found the glitch. Yeah, you're right. Let me just refresh. Maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe it's just a glitch.
I don't know how he's able to do it, but he says the G and the L in such a way that combines to make almost 2 syllables. Can I just mine this beehive? What would happen? Oh! 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 How did we feel about that, chat? How did we feel about that one? I honestly think it's some of my best work. Can I say that? Can I say that? I honestly think it's some of my best work. To tell you the full truth of the matter, the full truth of the matter is that's some of my best work that you just watched right there. Okay? I want to die. I don't think that's the reaction that I was looking for, to be honest. After watching that, you want to die. Okay. Okay. Good feedback. Good feedback. I don't necessarily know that's what I was going for, but good feedback nonetheless, and I'm happy to hear that you're not feeling the greatest. You know, maybe you should reach out to someone else about that. I'm not here to coach you through this time in your life. However, I do think it maybe you need to reconsider your current stance because it is one of the greatest videos of all time. That much is true. That much is clearly true. And although, okay, I'll concede this point. You do indeed have 500 views on your new video. There are 500 eyes that have graced the new video. And I'll admit, it was a decent video. Oh my gosh, my voice. I'll admit, it was a decent video, but it was missing a certain level of spice, a certain amount of extra taste that you are missing. And that taste is having a clip from famed streamer Jinxie playing the game Clash Royale, okay? That's what the people want. That's what the people have been raving for, and I'm willing to give it to them. I had children glazing me in the comments. I know, I saw the comments. Best believe I saw the comments. And best believe I was very upset when I saw the comments because I realized just how corrupt our government system is. Just how corrupt the United States government is. For anyone in the world to comment on a King video saying that it's good, it's unbelievable how much corruption has to be in the air. Like, unbelievable, unfreaking believable. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. I do believe, okay? I do believe that the middle-aged moms know a lot about boomer shooters. I think that they, you know, they've got their hat in the ring, so to speak. And I do believe, wholeheartedly with my heart and my soul that they understand something that we don't quite know. And they've been playing the boomer shooters. They've been playing them. I know they have because I've been watching, okay? And I've seen them playing them. And to tell you the truth, I think that they've grown to a level that, quite frankly, you or I can't understand. So I really do think we just need to I really do think we just need to listen to what they have to say. That's as much as I'll give you right now, you know. I do have the gift of gab, many have been saying, and some of my yappage may come off as though I'm insulting you. But rest assured, what I'm about to say cannot be misconstrued as nothing but an insult, okay? This is an attack on your character, an attack on everything you stand for, and I'm just going to say it outright. I respect the grind set you're on, you know? I like the channel, and I respect that you care enough about your appearance to, you know, give some thought into what appears on your videos page. Am I going to put the peak video on there? Am I going to put the No I'm Not a Human video on there? Am I going to delete the Fortnite videos? Okay? It's something that you think about and that you put thought into, and I respect that because it makes your channel look clean and it makes it look nice and it makes it so that you only have the best of the best quality content available for the public to see. What I don't appreciate, why do you have 3 channels is the question I'm asking, okay? I think, okay, hot take of the century here. I think one channel is plenty, okay? Any YouTuber who tells you different, okay, all the YouTubers, they're going to sit down and they're going to say, hey, you know, it's okay to have multiple channels. Sometimes you want to express yourself in different ways. Sometimes it's just nice to be able to have a different platform where you know people aren't going to be as... No, it's not true, okay? It's not true. Any advice you may hear that goes contrary to what I'm about to say is completely false. You need to consolidate, okay? Consolidation is key. You need to consolidate. You need to put all your videos on. What I think these videos are beautiful, okay? Specifically this one. Specifically this one is beautiful, okay? I think you need to consolidate, and I think you need to put them all on one channel. And I think that would get you up to your 175th subscriber mark that you've been waiting for. Also, I do have a genuine question. Why did you make a stream VODs video? What was your thought? Like, this one isn't criticism. The other parts were criticism and not constructive, just hateful criticism. This one is a little bit of question on my part, something I don't quite understand. Why make a King VODs channel? Is there a reason why you don't want to have your stream VODs saved to the channel where you streamed them? Or is it just like an aesthetics thing? I don't really understand. I don't want them on my main, but like, why? What's wrong with having them on your main? Like, didn't you stream them on your main? So it would make sense for them to be on the same place where they were streamed originally. That's just my train of thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because for me personally, if I was to stream on a channel and then I was to have the video saved, I would likely save the video on the channel I streamed on. Is kind of, I don't know, that's just kind of that's my thought on the issue, but who's to say really? I don't really, I don't necessarily have the, you know, all the answers, but I can make conjectures, okay? Anyway, I'm not going to stream the new repo, but I'm going to start streaming on Twitch instead, okay? Good call. I I'm gonna continue. I don't know if I'm gonna continue streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I like the multi-streaming idea. It hasn't really proven fruitful for me, but I think I'll keep doing it for the time being. At least for this stream, it's gonna be multi-streamed. I don't know that it's gonna happen forever, but for the foreseeable future, I'll maybe I'll maybe, hit it up and see what happens, but I can't make any guarantees. Maybe I have a change of heart. I the Twitch chat is just so desirable. Like the Twitch chat experience is so fun. It's like none other. Let's be for real. It's like none other. Also, I feel like I'm not even gonna lie. I hate. Okay, typically I wouldn't compliment you, and I don't want you to take this in the wrong way. Okay, don't think that this is like a normal thing. This isn't gonna happen all the time. And I'm not trying to say anything nice about you, but I do just want to point out something. Okay. I do feel like you kind of got to jump on the no, I'm not a human wave. Like I think one of the big parts of gaming YouTube historically has been, are you the first one to make a video on the new game? And I feel like you got to jump on it in a way that I haven't seen in ever. Like you were on top of the trend. As soon as the game was a talking point, you were the first one on the scene, the first one giving it your peace of mind to the public. And I didn't see any No I'm Not a Human videos until like a couple days after yours dropped. And then I saw waves and waves of them pouring in. Mind you, I didn't actually know about No I'm Not a Human before your video. So you like introduced me to a new game. And I was amazed that you had you have your finger on the pulse of the culture. I'll say that. I've always wanted to have my finger on the pulse of the culture, but you kind of beat me to the punch in that sense. 5 hours in one day is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Um, I'm not I'm not a fan of the full just lock in and edit for 5 hours kind of strategy. I'm more of a spread it out of the over the course of like 6 months, 1 minute of editing a day, maybe get a little slow burn on them. That way you can really have minimum productivity. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my, typical strategy. But you can do as you will. I'm not going to criticize you for being on that grind set. It's okay either way. Um anyways, I oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm on the YouTube homepage and I just got really distracted. Epic Underworld's how to design a set for your TCG. I'm seeing Epic Underworld's in frame 1 and he looks like an absolute freak. Like a absolute. Do you guys want to see what I'm talking about here? Okay. Epic Underworld's famed TCG creator. You may know the name, you may not. Famed for his beautiful creations. Okay, not necessarily his face, but I don't typically imagine what he looks like. But in this particular image, he doesn't look at all how I imagine him when he speaks. Like he looks like a cool guy. Like let's be honest, the backwards hat, the smug expression on the face, the pointing behind him. I'm gonna admit that's pretty chill guy attitude. He's got something cooking. He's got something cooking. You can tell. The man's not messing around in this here image. He's got what it takes to be in the big leagues. And not many do. Not many do. When is the return to Epic Underworld's PCG, bro? Like when's the PCG return coming? That's my question. Okay, chat. Little Nightmares 3 seems like a fantastic game, just for the record. As someone who's never seen any footage of any Little Nightmares game ever. Okay, I'm a little unnerved right now. I feel I'm a very unnerved right now. I feel vibration on my desk. What is happening? It's like a mini earthquake is happening right now. I feel my desk vibrating. I think the house is about to crumble. The house of cards upon which I have built my foundation is about to crumble. You're about to witness my downfall physically and mentally as this earthquake takes me down, okay? Just remember me for the great person that I was. Remember me for the things that I did and not the things that I said, okay? I said some things that I don't necessarily think were the greatest, I know. And I don't want you to remember me for those things, okay? Just tell the world that I was a good person. Tell the world that I was a good person. I I okay, I would not say that I'm a chill guy, if that's what you're referring to. I would not say that I appear to be a chill individual. I will say my face reveal was pretty awesome. I will say that. Can we take a moment to acknowledge how awesome it was? Okay. No big extravagance, no crazy clickbait, just a casual little pop in and say hello. I feel like more face reveals need to have that energy. I feel like that's what we've been missing. Face reveals are just they're far too intense. You're watching a face reveal and it's all about big change. They're like, hey, I haven't shown my face. This is big change. This is things coming. I just wanted to show the setup. The face was secondary to the setup. And by the way, can we recognize how good that setup was? Like maybe one of the greatest setups ever. Okay? Can we recognize that? I'm not afraid to hand the people greatness when they most need it. I'm not the hero that they want. I'm the hero they deserve. I'm the hero that they need. Okay? And okay, there's a stream tradition. Okay, there's something that we've been known to do. Okay, something that you may hate, you may love. Okay, if you're new around here, you may be familiar with the game itself. You might not be familiar with the tradition. Okay, here's the tradition. All right, we're big fans of gamings. We're big fans of the games, and we're big fans of the fun. Okay, games and fun are our top two priorities here on this channel, here in this community. Um, and games and fun are best embodied, quite honestly, by one particular instance of gaming history, one particular bastion of hope for the community. It's called Farmers Valley. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's just a little game, that the people have been raving about. Okay, Farm Merge Valley. It is honestly one of the greatest things ever made. And I know I'm really harping on it here, but it's pretty dang good. Like, it's almost impossible to make it sound better than it is. Almost impossible. Epic legit posted 5 seconds ago. Did he really? What did he post? Is it that video that I just showed? It's not that video that I just showed, is it? Okay, hang on. This is breaking news. We need to check this out before we play Farm Ridge Valley. I'm putting it off. I'm putting on Farm Ridge Valley. I know Farm Ridge Valley is what you all want to see. I know it's very important to you, but I do want to see starting a new TCG business in college. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's wearing the exact same hat. This is filmed the same day. This was filmed the same day. Look at this. This was definitely filmed the same day. Listen, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to point out his secrets. I don't want to expose him for the world to see, but this was definitely filmed the same day. Can we acknowledge how this was definitely filmed the same day? Hang on. Let's just take a second to acknowledge how this was definitely filmed the same day. Let's check out the other video. How does the other video look? We'll do a direct comparison. Frame by frame, analyze the videos and see whether or not we can deduce if this was filmed in the same day or not. He's wearing a different shirt. Okay, chat, he's wearing a different shirt. This may possibly not have been filmed on the same exact day. May possibly have not been filmed on the same exact day. Notice the shirt here, white shirt. Okay. Notice the shirt here, black shirt. You may notice the little subtleties sometimes people don't recognize. I'm known for pointing out things that, others might not be able to see. I have a certain eye for, you know, for clues. I'm a bit of a detective myself. So those kind of things stand out to me. But we can confirm he's wearing different clothing in these two videos. Wait a minute. That's a different wall behind him. Is that not a different wall behind? This is a tiled wall. Okay, I'm confused now. Because this is a completely different wall behind him. And it's the same desk. Is it the same desk? It looks like the same. We got the lamp there. So I'm assuming it's... Where is he? Okay, I'm confused. This is really, really, really confusing. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about Okay, I'm just going to ask him a quick question. All of us are confused. Okay? I don't know what else to say. I'm really, really lost. I'm really, really lost. Why are you in a different room? I don't understand. Why is the wall different? Why is the wall different? Can you answer this for us? Can Epic Underworlds, can you answer this for us? I just want to have the answer to this question. Thank you. Okay, send it. Good comment. There was one like a week ago where he was in a cellar. Oh, okay. So he likes switching it up, I guess. Okay. 2 likes, it's been 5 minutes. Where are my likes? Why don't my likes pour in like this? 2 likes, it's been 5 minutes? What the frick? What the frick, man? Anomaly. Okay. Anyways. I'm a little upset by that. 2 likes in 5 minutes? I mean, where's my likes, man? Okay. I'm just a little jealous. We do love a good seller, though. To be honest, we do love a good seller. We love a great seller. Seller. Seller is a great word because it sounds like 2 words. It sounds like seller with a C and seller with an E. Seller with an S. Someone who sells things in a place in which you might store things. It's a beautiful word. What's the word for that when a word sounds like 2 words? What does that mean? What is the word? Okay. I'm just making some changes here. Okay. Stream is officially ready. Okay? Stream is officially ready for what's about to happen. I think you've been thoroughly prepped. This is going to be some intense gameplay. Okay? Just be ready because it's a game that doesn't take kindly to the lighthearted nature that you might view the world through. It doesn't appreciate the lens from which most are willing to see, okay? Which is to say, I know it's a wordy statement. I know sometimes I speak in wordy ways. Sometimes it's hard to understand. But in simple terms for the layman in the audience, okay? Simply said, it's basically just it's an intense game, okay? Is what the people want me to say. But I like to say it in more words than that because I don't like to sound so simplistic. Okay, I'll be the first to admit, my farm's a little dirty. My farm's a little dirty, a little nasty. It's been a while since I've tended to it, okay? And it's a little gross at the moment. I understand it's a little gross, and I understand that might be a little jarring to some. Some like to keep their farms nice and cleanly. But I like a cleanly farm as much as the next guy. Okay, look at me. Look at me in the eyes. I like a cleanly farm as much as the next guy. But I do not... Okay. How do I say this in a way that's not going to get me canceled, you know? Okay. I appreciate a cleanly farm. It's nice to have clean things, right? That's I'm okay with saying that. What I don't appreciate is the haters who say that you're not allowed to think for yourself and you're not allowed to make a farm that is less than standard. Okay? I like having a farm that breaks the norm, and I like having a farm that's different than what you might expect. Because this farm is not your normal average farm. This farm is the Pat Dan farm. Okay? And on this farm, we don't like to do things the way most others will, okay? Which is why I keep it a little dirty. Yes, I keep my farm a little dirty. Okay, yes, I keep my farm a little dirty. I know that's what you guys wanted me to say, okay? I concede. I concede. My farm's a little dirty, my farm's a little nasty. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. Did you guys hear the new Peggy masters for Scaring the Hose? Scaring the Hose director's cut, recently released. You may be familiar with it. It's a bit of a banger release. Well recommended. By the way, I am actually super duper excited for the Danny Brown release. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of his past projects. For those of you not familiar, Danny Brown, famed rapper, a bit of an enigma in the Pat Dan community. He's known as the greatest of all time. He's more of an experimental artist, so his sounds aren't necessarily for the faint of heart. But I'm not the faint of heart typically, so I'd expect to be interested in his music. I'm a big fan of the experimental sound that most out of the ordinary rappers will employ in their music from time to time, right? However, Danny's voice it's a voice unlike any you've heard, I guarantee. He speaks in a pitch above that which most people will speak at, and he's got a real nasal quality to his voice, and his laugh is like no other. Okay, I'm not gonna play it for you because it's ear piercing in a way that might hurt your head and it might make you uncomfortable to hear. I will, however, recreate it for you. Okay, it's a little something like this. It's a little like that. It's a little like that. Okay, it's a little like that. I'll admit I did a little more evil. I did it a tad more evil than he might have done it, but I know that's how he does it in private. I've been in a room alone with him, and when he's off the clock, you know, he laughs a little different. Okay, he puts on a bit of a face, as most artists do. You know, you don't blame the guy for it. Anyway, the singles, the rollout for the album, have me actually genuinely very excited. Rarely do I listen to a single and think there's not enough of this album out yet, which is what singles are supposed to do. So here's what I think. I think singles for an album rollout should make you listen to it and think, oh, there's not enough of this album out yet. Like a single's supposed to be an introduction into a world of sound where you say, there's not enough of this in the world. I need to hear the rest. However, unfortunately, with the landscape of music as it is now, I don't typically think that. It's not a thought that usually comes to mind for me. Okay? And with this particular album, I forget what it's called, but I know it's an awesome name. I know the singles are called Copycat and Starburster. The album itself may be called I don't know. I don't think it's Starburster. I think it's Starburst. I don't know. I need King to verify my claims. I have on the payroll. I have a claim verification expert, King Can't Draw, currently in the chat, and he's not doing his job right now. He's slacking off a little bit. But we love him nonetheless. You know, we We keep him around just because he's a fun time, all right? By the way, I had a genius idea the other day. Okay, I had a genius idea. This is gonna sound crazy. It's a format that none other has attempted before, but I think it has legs, okay? So, oh my goodness, I did not mean to do that. What just happened? Oh, that was weird. Anyway, you guys are probably familiar with like the YouTuber live show phenomenon, right? Like, I don't know, I can't name many off the top of my head, but I know like Dan TDM did a run of live shows where he toured and did live shows, and that was for his like YouTube original show. He had a YouTube original show and it was based around that. So it wasn't like the traditional YouTube live show where it was more kind of free form. It was more story based, and it was, I think, from what I've seen, from the material that I've seen. I wasn't there, mind you, but this is just, you know, this is a little bit of a estimation on my part as to what it might have been like. Anyway, I do see your message. I'm going to respond to it in a second, but I want to get through this, okay? This is an important topic, all right? Anyway, I can't think of another example of a YouTuber who's done a live show run. What other YouTuber has gone on tour that's not like a comedian? Like, I know obviously all the comedy YouTubers have done like stand-up tours, but that doesn't count because a YouTuber tour is I can't think of any, but you know they exist. I know they exist. Okay, we both know they exist, and we know what I'm talking about. We know what I'm referencing. I'm not a crazy person. I'm not a crazy person because what I'm saying is true, and what I'm saying exists, and what I'm saying is true, and you know it's true. So don't freaking let Tommy in it. Okay, Tommy in it. There we go. Thank you, King. Anyway, imagine this. Imagine, much in the same vein as a YouTuber live tour where they're doing a little show for the audience, okay? Imagine a new age, okay? We've matured, okay? Us on the internet, if you've been on the internet a long time, you understand the community that we've built. We've matured since that time. We've changed. Things are different now. We appreciate different kinds of content. We appreciate different styles of creator. And I think the booming area right now, you gotta be streaming. You gotta be a streamer, okay? Imagine this now. Imagine with me. A streamer does a live show tour in which every show is just a normal live stream, but instead of doing it from the comfort of their own home, they're doing it live on stage with a live audience, and they're streaming it on Twitch. Imagine how hype that would be. Imagine how and let me tell you this, they don't do anything special, okay? You think, oh, it's a live show, they'll probably change it up, do something more interesting for a live audience. No, they don't do anything. They sit up there, okay? They have their computer plugged in up there on stage. They have it screen sharing to a projector screen behind them as they sit in their gaming chair, and they just do a normal stream. Imagine that. I do think that's a good idea, and I'm not even trying to like joke around here. I do think it's a really, really good idea. So any streamers who want to hop on that and, you know, steal my thunder, so to speak, you can feel free. I'm lending that idea out to anyone who'd be interested. So hit me up if you want to use it, because I will be taking a piece of the profits. You know, I'm not giving out ideas for free now, but I'll allow you to use it for sure, and you'll get the vast majority. You know, I'll maybe take like, 89%. You can keep the other, whatever, 11%. That's all yours, okay? You get the most money out of this equation. I'm just getting a little, chunk of change, for my intellectual property. But you're the one who's making out like a bandit in this scenario, all right? Let me know, King, if you're interested in that business offer. Anyway, the people have been wondering, did I go trick-or-treating this past Halloween? You may be You may be thinking, oh, Halloween, I didn't know about this. Well, yes, Halloween exists. It happened this past day, yesterday, you might even say. Um, I wouldn't say it that way necessarily, but I've heard the kids, you know, they have their new lingo and stuff. So it's whatever. It's whatever. They're trying to, you know, make it easier to communicate with their friends, and I appreciate that. Anyway, on this so-called yesterday, there was indeed a celebration of sorts. Um, you know, a bit of a day of a holiday, and people were excited. They were roaming the streets. It was pretty much chaos. Children ran around the streets. They knocked on people's doors and they asked them for candy. It was a weird thing. I don't really, quite frankly, I don't really understand it. I'm being asked by the masses. They're saying, "Did you go trick or treating?" Here to tell you. I'm here to tell you I did not go trick or treating. Um, I'm not a big trick or treater. One thing I will say is something I noticed yesterday as I was going about my daily business. I thought to myself, hey, I'm going past a few houses, like, as I'm driving, driving through town on my way to my destinations of my errands that I'm running. And I'm thinking I should, maybe see how the decorations are. Give them a rating, get a feel for the space so I can spread the word to the people they want to hear my opinion. How were the decorations this year? And as I was looking around, I noticed something. I noticed that the quantity of decorations it felt like it was halved this year. I don't know if other people are noticing this, but to me, it felt like the holiday spirit was like cut in half. Because I saw basically like it might as well have been zero decorations. Like compared to past years, I feel like I remember Halloween being this huge thing where like everybody's super excited about it. And this year I was looking around, I saw like no decorations. I don't know if it's just like me. I don't know if I just didn't notice them. Like if I'm that, if I'm not oblivious to the world around me that I just didn't notice giant skeletons sitting in people's yards. But I really did feel like it was about like half the amount of Halloween spirit that I typically see. For those of us in the audience who are in other places, might not celebrate Halloween, you may be aware that Halloween exists. You may not be familiar with its typical celebration practices, but typically during Halloween you do decorate quite a bit. It's a big decoration based holiday. It's supposed to be very spooky. As you walk the streets, you're supposed to be afraid. You're supposed to feel as though you may have stepped into somewhat of a horror movie. And that's the typical vibes that I get. This year though, not so much. Not so much at all, really. So just a little, a little something I noticed. I don't know if you guys can speak on that or not. But that was my opinion of this particular holiday. It was a little upsetting to see, to be honest with you. A little bit upsetting to see. Also, I know you guys are laughing at me right now. I know you're laughing. I know you're sitting back eating your popcorn, laughing at me and giggling and chortling and chuckling at me right now and making fun of me, which people do at me my entire life since I was 1 year old. So at this point, I'm used to it. Don't feel bad. I know you're doing it. I see you from here. But don't make excuses. Just accept that I noticed it and realize, yes, you're a bad person. Anyway, I see you guys laughing at me for addressing a non-existent chat. And yes, while yes, it's true, I'm addressing a non-existent chat, I'm a big believer in the fake it till you make it strategy. Okay? That's something you guys simply don't understand. It's something you guys, I think, need to get on top of, is the fake it till you make it strategy. Most people Most people, I'll tell you what, they won't fake it till they make it. They will just sit and wallow in self-pity until they make it. And they'll find themselves asking, why am I not making it? I'm trying my best. It's because you're not faking it. Quite honestly, that's the answer. I went trick-or-treating. King went trick-or-treating. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I appreciate a little trick-or-treater. You got the little trick-or-treater spirit in you. What was your costume this year, King Can't Draw, might I ask? Was it perhaps a frog? Okay, King Can't Draw, also known by many names. He's known by the name King Froggy First. Known by the name King with spaces in between. Known by the name... I don't know. He has many names. Okay, we'll just say that. He has many names. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe he hit a little sneaky maneuver where, because he is King Can't Draw, aka King Froggy First, maybe he dressed up as a frog, as a king frog, a frog with a crown on it, perhaps, somewhat like this, you know? You know what I'm saying? A purple Teletubby. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Just, why do you feel the need to come up here and lie to my face? Because I don't like that. Because I don't like that. I don't like when you lie to me. Because I feel like we built up a relationship of honesty here, and I don't think lying is necessary. I think we've gotten the ability to trust ourselves, to trust each other over these many years. And for you to break that trust, it feels like a betrayal to me, which is true in every... I feel like the definition of a betrayal is to break trust, and that's exactly what you've done here. So why lie to me about the purple Teletubby costume? I don't know why you do that. To be honest with you, I don't know why. Also, what is up with the trading cards? Can we talk about this? Anyone who's ever played Farm Merge Valley, anyone who's ever played Farm Merge Valley in the past will know that there's a certain integrity to be applied to the game. You hold yourself in high esteem when you're on the dev team of Farm Merge Valley. There's no messing around. It's a very, very important game, and you don't want to mess that up. It's a cultural touchstone, all right? Why add trading cards to Farm Merge Valley? It's simply not necessary. It's a stain on the reputation of the game. Trading cards to me don't represent the farming lifestyle. As a farmer myself, as a longtime player of Farm Merge Valley, I understand what it's like to live as a farmer. As a farmer, typically collecting trading cards, trading them with your friends, battling in battles, not something that happens. Not something that happens at all. Trading cards, not a part of the farmer's lifestyle. Why have we added them to Farm Merge Valley? It's a game about realism. It's a game about truth and fact. And I'm not seeing a lot of truth and fact here. I'm not seeing it. I'm simply not seeing it. Okay. I'm simply not. By the way, they really hook you in. They really do hook you. Farm Merge Valley is like entry-level gambling. It's like they're trying to get kids hooked from day one, from the get-go. From the get-go. This is definitely a game sponsored by Stake. Like, I think it's in the kick.com pipeline. I think if we go on kick.com right now, there's going to be an entire Farm Merge Valley streaming community. Okay? I think that's what we're going to find. I think they're hiding beneath the surface. Only... What did it just tell me? 3 identical items to merge, as though I don't have 5 identical items sitting right here in front of me that I was trying to merge? It's trying to merge. It's trying to tell me that I don't know how to play this game. I'm a veteran. I'll have you know, I'm a veteran. I've been playing this game longer than you've been alive, alright? How do we feel as a chat about the newest addition to the Skate franchise? What's our opinions on that? Any positives, any negatives? I played it for about 2 seconds, and I don't quite know how I feel about it, to tell you the truth. I don't have any hard opinions on it, but I've heard it said that people aren't huge fans. I'll admit the look of it isn't great. The art style is has something to be desired. It looks as if, you know, they prompted an AI chatbot to describe how the next skate game should look, and it told them how to make it look as egregious as possible. That's just the vibes that I get. I don't know if that lines up with how you guys are feeling, but that's just where I'm at right now. Play Dispatch. I don't know what Dispatch is. I have no freaking clue what that is. Guys, I am a certified unk, okay? Certified unk. I don't want to... Listen, I don't want to step on anyone's toes here. I don't want to misuse the lingo, but I'm pretty sure I'm a certified unk. I don't keep up with the times. If you're looking for somebody who's, you know, who's on top of it, the person you're going to want to talk to is King Can't Draw, aka King Froggy First, aka KING with spaces in between all caps, all capitals. Okay. By the way, I know that people have been asking, I know that people have been telling me, they've been saying, Pat Dan, we have a question for you. We're dying to know. They've been saying, hey, Pat Dan. They've been saying, hello, Pat Dan. They've been saying, I have a question that I've been dying to ask you. And I've been saying, hello, okay. Why are you telling me about this question instead of just asking it flat out? I'm interested to know what it is, but at the same time, you're wasting my time. Why don't you just ask the question? And then they follow up with, okay, I'll ask you the question. I apologize for wasting your time. That wasn't my intention. I just want to know what happened to Mr. FBI. That's what people have been asking me. They've been saying, where's Mr. FBI right now? Just for the people at home worried about his health and safety, I'm going to say Mr. FBI is doing very well. He came down with a bad case of a new disease that's been taking the world by storm. You may have heard of it. Anyways, he's currently very ill with the disease. Unfortunately, this disease causes him to not appear in any of my videos, in any of my streams. And it is a hateful illness that takes away your life force each and every day. It's called being my enemy is the name of this disease. We've had a massive falling out. One of the biggest falling outs to have ever fallen. Okay, to have ever befelled, to have ever happened. All right. He punched me in the face last time I saw him, and I said, hey, dude, don't do that. And he said, I'll do it again if I want to. And then we just never talked after that. So that's just where we're at. I know you've been concerned. I know you've been asking me. Figured I'd address that. Address the controversy, while it's still fresh, while it's still hot. While it's still on the minds and the lips of everyone. Everyone here. Anyway, I actually do have a bit of hot drama. And by hot drama, I mean criminal activity that I've witnessed over the past little bit, okay? I don't know the ethical nature. Okay. I don't necessarily know whether or not, the feds are gonna chase after me for talking about this publicly on a streaming platform. But you guys may know of my incessant search for YouTube collaborators. Okay. You may be familiar. I don't know if I've shared this before, but 99% of my time, I may take a swig of water. Anyway, 99% of my time on on my computer in general over like this hasn't been happening recently. I think my YouTube collaborative searching phase has been over for a long while at this point. But maybe like 2 months ago, I want to say, I was deep in the hunt. I joined basically every single YouTuber, content creator, streamer, public Discord that I possibly could. You may be saying that's degenerate activity. You're right. You're correct. You're fully correct. It's complete and utter degenerate activity. But I did it, and I'm not proud of it. I went to the collaborations section of each and every one of these Discords, hunting for someone who would say, hello, I'd like to collaborate with you. And in this hunt, I joined a couple like personal creator Discords. Like, you know how we have the Pat Dan Draws Enjoyers Discord, where it's for viewers of enjoyers of Pat Dan Draws, famed creator, aka me. I joined a few of those, but for other small creators. And by small creators, I mean all of them much bigger than me, of course, because they actually had people in their Discord, which I didn't know was a thing. I honestly, up until this point, I really thought Discord was a private chat with yourself. I really did. I really thought this, okay? I would sit in the Discord chat room and have conversations with myself, and I thought that's what the whole thing was. I thought this is what the kids were excited about doing. I was under the impression that this is how people had fun. I was like, honestly, I was like, hey, this is a little weird that people do this, and why is it such a big thing? Like, why is the user base so large? Why do people use this platform so much, so often? If it's just talking back and forth to yourself, that doesn't seem very particularly exciting to me. How is it that people are doing this so much? So I got a little confused. Little did I know, you're supposed to invite other people to your Discord server and have conversations with them. It's supposed to be a socialization platform. Something, it's news to me. I hope some of you didn't know that, because I certainly didn't. And I really thought it was true. Okay, I really did. Anyway, I found out that these people had people in their Discord, and they actually talk with them. They actually give updates, and they actually converse. And in one of these Discords, okay, I'm not going to name any names here because I really don't want to talk about things that I don't have anything to do with, and I don't want to get involved in controversy. And not necessarily, I wouldn't even call this controversy. It's literally just like creep activity. I don't want to get involved in creep activity that I have no reason to be involved in anyways. But I joined a YouTuber Discord, and within the month of me joining, every single member of that Discord, I'm not joking with you, okay? It sounds like I'm making a joke. It sounds like I'm making a jest. It sounds like something that I might say. It sounds like something that I might say to stir controversy and to stir the pot and to make interesting conversation. This, my dear friend, is not interesting conversation. This is just the truth. I'm serious right now. I'm serious. I'm fully serious right now. I'm fully serious right now. I'm dead serious right now. Within the month of me joining, okay? Within the month of me joining, everyone in the Discord, every single member of the Discord, they had Google documents, multiple page-long Google documents dropped on them in the announcements server about how they have been grooming minors on the Discord platform. And this is not a joke. I somehow managed to find myself in a minor grooming Discord server. And I kind of just watched as every single person got slowly exposed one by one, and I just watched this happen, and I thought, this is crazy. How is it possible? How is it possible that a group of people has found themselves together that all have the same need for degeneracy, and they hunger to prey on people who have less power than them? And eventually the main creator whose Discord server this is, who owns the Discord server, was exposed for similar things having happened. Now, I don't know the exact details of any of these situations. I just know that all of these people were exposed for these things. And they all dropped off the face of the earth subsequently. Which, honestly, I think... I want to say it's a good thing, but also, like, we don't know what they're doing. We don't know what they're doing now. Are they doing these things in real life now? Are they doing these things in real life? You know, it's one thing to find someone on Discord, to find an underage person on Discord and chat them up in the DMs. It's another thing to go into the real world and start doing that kind of activity. Do we think that these people are now engaging in that kind of activity outside of the Discord platform? I don't know. I don't have the answers. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary. It really is. Okay. But anyway, the owner got exposed, and he like just made a series of posts disputing it. This is very funny, by the way. It's not a funny situation, but the sequence of response actions that he took here, or that they took here, sorry, are very, very interesting to me. Very funny in nature, you might even say. Okay, they began by releasing a series of YouTube posts on the community tab. They, you know, rightfully so. If you feel as though you have been wrongly accused of something, they made a response and they explained why it was not true, the things that they were being accused of. And they made many of these responses over and over and over and over again as they were met with rebuttals. And they said, okay, you know what, I'm being met with rebuttals, so I have to respond to these rebuttals now. And eventually they just said, you know what, I lied. All of these things were actually true, and I just didn't remember what happened. And I don't know, to me that seems a little crazy. To me that seems a little... To just completely not remember what happened, to me that seems a little crazy. Listen, I don't know. Okay, that's just a little hijinks I was involved in recently. And not involved, I wasn't involved in it actually. I was just a mere spectator. But it felt like I was deeply involved with the amount of information on it I was consuming. It felt as though I was very, very, very deeply involved. And it was very... It was an emotional roller coaster for me. It was very intense. What YouTuber was it? I'm not gonna... I don't know if it's a bad thing for me to... I really don't know if it's a bad thing for me to say. I don't know. Can I get your 2 cents on this, King? Do you think it would be bad for me to just name drop? Like, is that a bad idea, or like what? Because I really don't know. I have no idea. I don't know whether or not it's a bad idea. Okay. I'm gonna do something that might anger you, that might upset you, that might make you a little sad. Okay, but just be careful. Sit down, because I'm about to deliver bad news. I'm closing Farm Ridge Valley. Okay, I just want to rip the Band-Aid off. That's what I'm doing. I'm closing Farm Ridge Valley. I closed it. I closed the application. Don't be upset. Hey, don't. Okay. What's gonna make you feel? Okay, what about if I play the Wii Party soundtrack? Will that make you feel better? Wii Party soundtrack suggests... Okay, calm down. I'm playing the Wii Party... Oh, yeah. Okay, if the Wii Party sound... Okay, you feel better yet? Okay, it's all better, right? Okay, I'm glad to hear that you feel better. The Wii Party soundtrack it's all it took to make you feel better, and it's all it took for you to take that news and not be upset about it. Okay. No, it would be fine? Okay. Well... I mean, yeah, you know what? It is fine, actually, because I don't... You know, I think I was thinking in the back of my head, my line of thought was, I don't want this person to be upset at me, and then just now I realized I don't care what this person thinks of me because they're a weirdo. And it's not like I want to collab with them anymore because, like, they're a freak, so I don't have to worry about that. So I guess I can name drop. Sorry, the music is a little loud, huh? Is that any better? Now it's super quiet, but I think it's better. Anyway, I guess I can name drop. I'll show, I guess. I'll show. Okay, let me open it up. I guess I'll show. I guess I'll show. I guess I'll show. This is me putting my career on the line, by the way, for you guys right now. So you should appreciate. You should appreciate what I'm doing for you. Okay. Okay. Epic responded to our comment. Okay. I don't for those of you not here earlier when we left the comment, because I know many people have been tuning in the past I don't know, 30 minutes of us playing Farmers Valley, because it's a very hot game. We got a response from Epic Underworld. Okay, breaking news. Breaking news. Can I get a breaking news sound effect? Is that possible? Let me look it up. Breaking royalty free breaking news sound effect. Let me see if YouTube.com has answers for me on this query. Breaking news music, no copyright. Let's see if this is truly no copyright. We'll find out when we get a strike. This just in! Oh, it's quiet. This just in! We have breaking news! Epic Underworlds has just released a new YouTube video, and we're seeing responses to the comments that have been left on stream. Live on stream, Pat Dandross has recently released a comment in the section below the video called "Starting a New TCG Business," posted by Epic Underworlds of 3,000 subscribers fame. Let's see what Epic Underworlds has to say on the ground. Pat Dan, can we get your input on this situation? Yes, thank you very much. I have some very interesting insight into what's happening down here on the ground. We have a response from Epic Underworlds. He uses multiple rooms in the dorm area that he lives in. That's why the wall behind him was different. Okay. That was a really good bit. I really like that. Did we like that, chat? Was that a good bit for you? Did that tickle you as much as it tickled me? Okay. Too much hype for a reply. Mr. FBI's Twitch account. Bro, Mr. FBI, why aren't you making a secret a super desired stream cameo? The people have been asking for it, man. The people have been asking. I could call you on Discord, you can make an appearance. You know, many things would happen. I think the world would go crazy. Anyway, just to recap, we were looking at this video, noticing the wall was different in the background. I left a comment. I said, all of us are confused. I don't know what else to say. Why are you in a different room? I just don't understand. Why is the wall different? Can you answer this for us? Please, thank you. Epic Underworld says I use multiple rooms in the dorm area I live in. Okay, I think we have to, rightfully so, we have to leave a response. Chat says thank you, is what I'll say. Chat, do you say thank you? Do you say thank you, chat? Can I say thank you, chat? Okay. No one's saying thank you. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the comment anyway. You know, I'm gonna leave the comment anyway. I'm gonna leave the comment anyway. Okay. So who was the PDF file you're asking me? Okay, I'll go back. Delete that comment? I don't think I will. I don't think I will delete that comment for your information. FYI. Okay. For your information. Okay, PDF file drop. I'm gonna leak the PDF file on stream here, okay? Just be careful. Be careful with this information, you know? I don't want any attacks. I don't want you to go to go yell at this person. They've been, you know, they've been properly yelled at, I think, anyway. Here's the account. It's called Every at Every Museum. Oh, they use he, him, his pronouns. I did not know that. I thought they used they, them pronouns for some reason. Anyway, I think it's because I saw in some of the documents that were dropped that they were using those pronouns to refer to this person. Anyways, we can see. Oh, there's actually been new posts. I haven't read these posts. I don't Okay, I don't want to be a reaction. I don't want to be a reaction channel. I don't want to be a reaction stream, but also I do want to see these posts. Okay, chat. Can I get ones in chat if we want to react to these posts? If we want to get my 2 cents on the issue. Okay, just to recap: PDF file been exposed on a Discord server that I'm in. Felt as though I should, maybe show a little information because chat was asking to see it, and let's get a little couple ones in chat if we'd like to see it. We can get twos in chat if we want no's. If we have any no's in chat, you can hit a little two. But I'm willing to give my reaction. I'm willing to give my thoughts, give my ideas. If we'd like to hear it, okay. If we'd like to hear it, I'm willing to give my thoughts. All right. I'm just gonna let you guys sit on that. We have many people in chat, so I'm gonna let you guys sit on that and let you guys answer that poll, okay? And you guys can answer that poll, okay? I'll let you listen to the Jeopardy Think music. Bam, 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 bam. 3, let's do Wordle. I'm really, all I'm waiting for is King to chat because we have no other chatters, so I'm really just waiting for King to chat. I'm really just waiting for you, King. You're getting all this. This whole hubbub is for you. This whole hubbub is for you. You're getting all this hubbub just for you. Okay? So you should be chatting right now. You should be giving your response. You really should be giving your response. React. Okay, we can do the Wordle and we can react. We can do both the Wordle and we can also at the same time react simultaneously. Wait, what if we did both at the same time? React harder? What does react harder even mean? Also, Nail Gun, welcome to the chat. Hello, Nail Gun. Can we get a round of applause? Can we get a round of applause for Nail Gun? Can we get a round of applause for Nail Gun in the chat? I just want to say, hang on. I just want to say, Nail Gun, welcome to the chat. I mean, welcome, Nail Gun. Nail Gun, welcome to the chat. Hello. How's it going? Listen, we appreciate your presence here. We just want to say, hey, cut the applause. Cut it. Stop. That's enough. Thank you. We just want to say, Nail Gun, it's nice to have you. It's nice to see you. It's good. It's good to see you. Good to have you. Okay. Anyway, I do want to look at this. I do want to look at this. I don't know if this is a good idea to look at it on stream. I don't know the ethicality of it, but I think it's fine. Okay. So let's see. Posting this to spread the word. My former friends told me to post this. This was a different person getting exposed. That was not him. As I said, everyone in this entire Discord server got exposed. Everyone in this entire Discord server did freaky stuff. Okay. I also just realized showing these messages on stream is probably a bad idea because there's some weird stuff said in there. I don't know why I opened that on stream. That was a really, really, really ill-advised maneuver on my part. I really don't know why I did that. Okay. We'll move on from that. Same deal as the last document, though this one is more personal to me since I involved this guy in a lot of my own content. One hand and this is on yet another person getting exposed, okay? In the same week, by the way. And there was more than these two. These are just the ones that were posted on the community tab. But these two were posted. There were multiple. Let's get one thing straight. There were more than 2 people exposed in this Discord. This is the craziest Discord I've ever seen. Like, how is it possible? Anyway, finally, after this week, he got exposed and he made like 60 community posts about it. But as you can see here, he deleted them. When he says, I didn't delete my last community post to double down or escape, just to retract my prior statements, as I found out I've been seriously misremembering everything that happened. For the record, yes, this is the Diddler YouTuber. This is the Diddler YouTuber. Okay. For the record, how is that possible? How is it possible to forget? How is it possible to forget? How? Okay. I just don't. I really don't. I don't understand that. I mean, I don't, but it's whatever, I guess. Okay. Anyway, here's another doc. I don't want to show the docs because in the docs there's some crazy stuff that is probably going to get me banned off the platform. So I'm not showing the documents. Okay. Anyway. This is different. This is new. I haven't read this. Sophie's new segment. I am making a video to address everything, just not now or anytime soon. This includes talking about Anna, which you are saying. I'm avoiding no if I was. By the way, please do not comment on these posts. Don't even look. I mean, you can look at the posts. Do not add any comments to the pot, please, because I don't want that to happen. In fact, I'm doing this. I'm reading this so you don't have to. You don't even have to look at this page because I'm reading it out to you. So there's no reason for you to go. And you don't do anything, please. I don't want to send more minions, keyboard warriors to the drama. I really don't. No, please, no keyboard warriors, please. That's all I ask, okay? Anyway. Sophie's new segment. I am making videos to address everything, just not now or not anytime soon. This includes talking about Anna, which you were saying I'm just avoiding. No, if I was avoiding it, why would I push people to view the document showing extreme details of my harassment to her? Which is, okay, by the way, he, in an effort to prove himself innocent, he provided evidence that proved him guilty, which I don't understand. It's really some Chris Chan level, like, line of thinking. Like, overload the trolls so that they can't say anything against me because I've said everything bad there is to say about me. You can't say anything bad if I've said it all there is to say. That is a checkmate. You're in Zookswang, my dear friend. Like, no, there's none of that that's happening. That's not how it works. I apologize. I'm sorry to tell you that's simply not how it works. Anyway, the reason I haven't addressed everything like you want me to is that I'm simply not ready. Part of the whole ordeal is making an apology and pledge to move forward, which is easy for grooming since I'm obviously not doing anything that's stupid again, but is different when it comes to my awful anger management that I've had for my whole life or full-on addictions that I have, like gore or social media. Those aren't things you break overnight, and that's why I won't make a true and proper response until I know I've healed and actually done good for myself, as I don't want to repeat every other response I've ever done, where I go back on it eventually. On that topic, the original admission was made in good faith, and I wish I never went back on it because I would still do stand by it in my heart, and it was a stupid decision to ever wipe that document. Anyway, I won't press on anymore, so go ahead and finish adding everything you want to in the document, like mine and Croco's emotional manipulation towards each other, including the meltdown from earlier this month where I cut myself to make... okay. I don't... I don't not know about any of this stuff. None of this was in the document. Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? This is I did not know about any of this stuff. None of this was in the document. This is actually like they're piling on. I can't believe you would pile on to the accusations. This is crazy work. Okay, I don't know that I need to read all of this. I forgot to talk about these two things too, since I was focused on trying to remember everything in my past that I missed. This is before your inevitable update, by the way, so I won't be going over. I just missed okay. Is that sufficient, chat? Are you pleased? Are you pleased? Are you pleased yet? Are you pleased? Have I shown sufficient proof of the diddler in question? Is that good enough for us? Question mark. Nailgun, I think, has left the chat, by the way. We only have 2 viewers. I think Nailgun has left the chat. I'm just going to read the Spark Notes. All right, you do that. Nailgun. Okay, I'm going to make an official statement to Nailgun. We have to scold him for the bad things that he's done, all right? Send this to Nailgun. Clip this and send it to Nailgun, okay, chat? Nailgun. Why did you leave my chat? Nailgun, I pride myself on having a fan base that is loyal. I pride myself on having a fan base that will never leave me behind. I have built and manipulated people to watch the stream, manipulated them to never leave me. I have made sure that the people who watch my stream are devoted to me loyally, treat me as somewhat of a deity, okay? I've made sure of that. You've broken a cycle that has lasted years and years, a cycle that's lasted decades upon decades of hard work and intense scrutinizing punishment to those who don't follow the status quo. Okay? Nailgun, you are banished from the chat. Okay, send that to him. Send that to him. Clip that and send it to him. It was Nail Gump. You were saying their name wrong. Mr. FBI, you're not an OG like me. I know Nail Gun, okay? Nail Gump is an alt name, okay? Their name is Nail Gun. I know Nail. You're not. Look, Nail. They've been in my chat before. I know who they are, okay? You're not an OG like me. Nail Gun is an OG name from a different account. You are not an OG like me. So shut your trap and understand that I am my bad. Yeah, that's right. It is your bad. Freaking respect your streamer. All right, man? Piece of garbage. Scum of the earth. Kick rocks. Freaking idiot. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not. Peepo sad is what I have to say about that. Chatting in your own chat. We've reached a new low. Chatting in your own chat so you can have a message to react to. We've reached a newest low. Can we buy viewers, chat? Can we buy viewers? Where do you buy viewers? I'm looking it up. Buy Twitch viewers. Buy Twitch viewers. Viewers cheap. 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 Cheap is very important. Cheap is very, very important. Social Wick. Buy live viewers. 100% active. Secure. Instant. Social Wick. You can buy followers, likes, and views, and a lot more for nearly all social media networks. We offer affordable... Wait, I lost it. I lost it. Oh my goodness, they have Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Look at this. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. That's good. And Instagram's hot. Instagram likes are hot. Minus 15% on YouTube. Oh, they have YouTube. They have Facebook. They have Spotify profile followers. That to me is great. What are you buying Spotify profile? What? You don't get paid for Spotify profile followers? All these other ones at least make a little bit of sense, because if you want to appear bigger on a platform where you can monetize so real people will follow you, I guess I could see why that's like something someone might think of doing. Spotify profile followers, now it's just for pure clout and nothing else. You're not even like chasing a monetization. You're doing it just for the sake of bragging to people with no substance. That is like absolute bottom of the barrel DJing activity. If you bought Spotify profile followers, chat, I don't respect you if that's the case, and I'm sorry to say it, but I want to keep it real. I want to keep it 100p with you. I don't respect you if you've done that, okay? Anyway, it's crazy that that's offered, let's be honest. I will be buying Twitch followers, though. I'm checking out right now. My cart has 6,000 Twitch followers in it. I am paying $8 million, okay? Checking out right now. Thank you very much. Your followers will be delivered within 2 months. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. I will be sitting happy with my new Twitch followers. Okay. Dun 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 dun. How do we feel about Wii Shop channel music, chat? Bum, 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 bada, bada, bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Have you guys seen the remix of this with what's that rapper's name? Who's that rapper who they remixed over this beat? What's his name? He was in a minivan commercial. What's his name? Chat, what's his name? Frick, what's his name? Dude, I swear I know his name. We shop music rap. We shop music rap. Busta Rhymes. Okay. Post Malone. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Just shut your trap, man. Like, why? I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm being so hostile. I apologize. Busta Rhymes minivan commercial. Let's see if we can find it. He was in a minivan commercial. I know he was. Where is it? Is this it? Hang on. I may have found it. Let me see if this is it. I have to do some investigations before I make sure. What? Oh, this is definitely it. This is 1000% it. This is 1001 billion% it. And you know the reason why I know this is 1001 billion% it? My father showed me this video on loop for approximately hours on end. And during my childhood, I've seen this video too many times. Okay, I've seen this video too many times. And I don't necessarily want to ruin your lives. I don't necessarily want to force you to experience the torture that I have. But then again, you know, misery loves company. So, you know, we might as well just, I don't want to show you the whole thing because I don't want to get claimed, obviously. But also, like, you do have to see like at least 2 seconds of it. Let's just see what the world has to offer. Okay. Okay. Where even is he? He's not even here. He's not even in the video. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. There's the man. His flow is horrible. Okay, I'm not trying to hate. I'm not trying to throw hatred. But his flow is obnoxious. Like, is there anyone in the chat who thinks his flow is good? Because to me, that's just... Okay, granted, I don't like old school hip hop. Like, I don't not like old school hip hop, but I don't... Like, I'm not a huge old school hip hop enjoyer. But also, I can appreciate most, like, old rap flows. They're usually very good. That, on the other hand, is not one of them. Not one of the great ones that I've heard in my lifetime. Not one of them. Certainly not. Let's find Busta Rhymes We Music. We Shop. This is actually really... You know what? I don't feel bad about saying that I didn't like his previous flow because this one is so good that, like, it makes up for any bad things I've ever said about him, because the fact that this one is so good, it takes away any criticism that's ever been thrown his way at all. Granted, this is like his biggest song, so it makes sense that like he has a good flow on it. It makes perfect sense that he has a good flow on it. It's his biggest song. Why would his biggest song be bad? That wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense. Are you gonna make another rap vid? I mean, I could potentially make another rap vid. The chances are there. The chances are there. It could always happen. Should I rap over the Wii Shop beat, chat? Should I rap over the Wii Shop beat? Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Nano says it's been really quiet since this track. I know. We put her in her place, dude. She's afraid to speak up after what we said to her. The first time I was exposed to the Busta Rhymes Wii Shop remix was when I was in my prime Osu playing phase, and I was looking for maps to play, and I saw a map that said Wii Shop Busta Rhymes, and I downloaded it and I played it. Oh, you bet I played it. And after that moment, it was on my YouTube Music playlist. At the time, I was a YouTube Music user. Okay. Don't throw shade at me for that. You know, we all have our ups and downs in life. Actually, no. Don't you being a YouTube Music is better than other options. Actually, it's more ethical. I supported the artists back in my day. That's right, I did. So you can actually throw shade at me because I was doing the right thing. You guys, on the other hand, I know all of you have been on Spotify your whole lives. I know you hate the artist. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Stop. This is not a drill. Stop. Halt. Everything. Okay, everyone calm down. Everyone stand up. Everyone sit down. Everyone stand up. Everyone sit back down. Stand back up. We have big news, okay? We have really, really big news, and I know I don't want to freak you guys out. I don't want to make a scene. I don't want to necessarily freak you guys out. It's not my intention here. But there are certain things that need to be said. I'm going to show you guys something, and don't freak out. I'm going to show something on screen, and I don't want you to freak out. I don't want you to lose your minds. Okay, look at this. 1 like on the YouTube stream. We have a like on the YouTube stream. Yes! Oh my gosh. I really thought this day would never come. We have a like on the YouTube stream. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible. I did not think it was possible. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for the support on the YouTube stream, you guys. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for your support on the YouTube stream. Hey, you guys, you done good by me. You dang done good by me. I salute you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Something's wrong. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Chat's asking to play the Wordle. Let's play the Wordle. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so I know Wordle's a little bit of an underground game for those of you guys who don't know about it. You get 6 chances to guess a 5-letter word. You know, you guys might not be familiar with it, but some people have been playing it. It's a bit of a played game. People have been playing it sometimes. I don't know. It hasn't hit its heyday yet. You know, the big names haven't yet figured it out. I'm definitely the first YouTuber to ever do it. So it's pretty intense. It's pretty insane, you guys. So let's hit it. Polls. Polls. Oh, we already won. Okay, we already won. Thank you guys. We already won the game. So we can just close it out right now. We already won the game. We can just close out. First guess, we already won it. So, we can move on from there. We don't even need to think about it. We don't even need to think about it at all. We can move on from there. That's good enough for me. I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing. You know me. I'm just joshing. Just a little one in the just, that's okay. What could it be? I think the L could be in front. I think the L could be in front and it could be a fun moment. It could be Lowe's, the hardware store. Lowe's, the hardware store is definitely a word they would use. They love hardware over at the New York Times. I've been aware of this from day one. What else could it be? It could be lobes, earlobes, Lobes is unlikely, I feel. What else could it be? It could be nothing else. I don't think there's any more options. That's all the possible answers it could be. All the possible answers it could be. So, I do think maybe we can try L at the end being a possibility as well. That could be a possibility. But I don't see any words that even fit that, not in the slightest. So let's just try. Let's just try lobes. Okay, L's not at the front. L is at the end. So the harder variation of the two L placements is our current state, which is really bad for me because I legitimately can't think of a single word that fits this with L at the end, with an EL at the end and an O as the second letter. It's impossible. There's not a single word. It's a trick. They've tricked us. There's not a single word. No, there's not a single word. Toggle spelled wrong. Toggle spelled wrong could be it. Toggle spelled wrong. I just looked at chat and Mr. FBI told me vowel. So I did get a little cheat. And it's probably vowel. That's probably the only answer that's possible. Oh, it's not vowel. Okay. Well, then I don't know what else it could be. There's literally nothing else it could be. Towel. No, it's not a W. We just established that. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the dang game. Motel. Hotel. Okay, it's Otel. It's Otel. Cotel. Dotel. Zotel. Rotel. Notel. Motel. It's got to be motel, right? There's no other answer. It has to be motel. Motel. Yes! 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 Sorry, got a little excited. I don't know if that was an appropriate reaction. I don't know. I've never seen anybody play Wordle before, so I don't know if that was an appropriate reaction or not. To a win in Wordle. I don't know how people usually take those, so that's just my little spin on it. That's just how I reacted. Figured I'd throw my hat in the ring, see what happens, I don't know. I just like it. This is my idea. Have you guys heard the hip hop remix of the Undertale shop theme? It's pretty fire. It's pretty fire. It's pretty fire if I do say so myself. I'm sure you guys are familiar. It's popping in the moment. Oh my gosh, we have 3 likes on the YouTube stream. Thank you guys so very much for your support. You guys are always, you always got my back. You know, never a moment when I ever doubted you. Never a moment when I ever wanted to ban any of you from chat. Never a moment when I ever said anything mean. Never a moment when I turned my back on you. And you are doing the same. Never a moment when you've done never a moment when you've done any of those things either. So, thank you very much. Thank you so, so very much, chat. You guys are the best. Can we get some MS Paint for the 3 likes? I'll do you one better. I'll do you one freaking better, Mr. FBI's Twitch account. I'll do you one freaking better, Mr. FBI's Twitch account. I'll do you one better. Okay, Mr. FBI's Twitch account, I'll do you one better. In just a second. In just a mere moment. In just a little second. We just need a moment of relaxation, I think. We need a moment to kick back. Should I lead us all in a breathing exercise? Should we do some square breathing techniques? Let's look up a breathing video. We need to breathe, I think, for what we're about to do, because it's about to get intense. We need to breathe for what we're about to do, because it's about to get intense. It's so true that I had to say it twice. So true that I had to say it twice. That too. Even. When something's so true, when it rings true, when it rings true for the world, you gotta say it multiple times. What was the other thing? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. But first, we have to do a square breathing exercise because it's intense, okay? And we have to do a square breathing exercise. Otherwise, we're not gonna make it through. So I'm looking out for your best interests. I'm trying to get you guys prepared because if you don't engage in this warm-up, you might not be ready. You might not be ready and you might end up going crazy. You might end up just going crazy because you're not ready. So I'm doing you a service because I'm looking out for you. And can you say thank you? Can you say thank you very much? Can you say thank you very much, Pat? And we appreciate what you're doing for us. Can you say that? Because sometimes it feels like you don't appreciate it. And I don't like that. Okay. The University of Alabama, Birmingham has got us covered. Can we get shout out to the University of Alabama, Birmingham chat? Can we get a shout out to the University of Alabama, Birmingham? Thank you, University of Alabama, Birmingham Student Affairs. Okay. Square breathing technique. A 3-minute visual experience. Okay, chat. Inhale. Oh, hold. Hold. Oh, exhale. Hold. 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 Inhale. Hold. Hold. Exhale. Hold. 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 Okay, are you guys relaxed yet? Was that relaxing for you? Oh my gosh, my throat actually hurts. I think I need to do it for real because that actually hurt me. Okay, let's try it for real. And out. Hold. In. Hold. And out. Hold. Close your eyes now. In. Hold. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. Out. Okay. All right, chat. Do we feel better now? Do we feel relaxed? Did that help us at all? I sure feel better. I think we did it. I'm not gonna lie. I think we did it wrong at the first time. The first go around. I think we did it wrong. I think I was a little excited. But I think this time we're gonna do better. Okay. Or the second time we did better is what I meant to say. By the way, I have been bullied for my YouTube, which is something that King asked a long time ago, like hours ago in chat. But I, I did indeed get bullied every day of my life for my YouTube, which is why I'm no longer going out of my house. And that's why I no longer get bullied, because I don't go out of my house anymore. So anyway, I also know King asked me to play a game, and I forget what game it was, but I never looked it up. Dispatch. What is Dispatch? Let's look it up on Steam. What were you made fun of for? For my okay. Really, do you really want to know? Because it's embarrassing. Do you really want to know? Dispatch is a superhero workplace comedy where choices matter. Manage a dysfunctional team of misfit heroes. Huh. Dispatch. I've never seen this. Where did you see this game initially? Did you see it on Steam or somewhere else? Because I've never seen it. And I see everything. So if I don't see it, that probably means it doesn't exist. So you probably made this fake Steam shop page so that I would get tricked into thinking this game exists, so I'd look like a fool. That's probably what you did. Oh, Critical Role? Like the D&D podcast, Critical Role? Interesting. What is Critical Role's role in this production? Rated R? Some nudity? King, why do you always try and get me to play freaky games, King? I'm sick and tired of it, bro. I'm sick and tired of it. You made me watch you play the freakiest game ever, the freaking Outlast, whatever, the freaking Outlast DLC, and it scarred me for life. And now you're trying to get me to play another game that's going to scar me for life. No, I don't think so. Piece of garbage. Jerk. Loser. So many words to describe what you're doing to me right now. Huh. Inexcusable. You're preying on a man who's already at his lowest. You know that? You're preying on a man who's been at his lowest, already at his lowest. Lowest of all time. Okay? Lowest of all time. What did Critical Role do for the game Dispatch? Were they just like producers? Let me see. Critical Role's involvement. I'm reading an AI overview, so Critical Role's involvement of the game. So take it with a grain of salt. Critical Role's involvement of the game Dispatch includes involvement of several cast members, including Matthew Mercer, Laura Bailey, and Travis Willingham. The game features a narrative game choice format where players' choices affect the story and the character's development. Critical Role's voice actors bring their characters to life, contributing to the game's storytelling and character depth. Okay, so they were just voice actors. Okay, that makes sense. Do they have anything to do with the story at all? I like base studio behind the upcoming edition. The game will be set in Alexandria. Will be a new storyline that features popular characters. Oh, the characters are from the campaigns. Okay, that's fun. That's really fun. I like that. You know, I've always wanted to listen to the podcast Critical Role. It's been on my listen list for a long time, but it's so completely, utterly long. And I think it seems to require a level of commitment that I don't have. is the impression I get. But it seems super fun. It seems like a good podcast, and it seems like a good time. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Maybe that'll change sometime in the future. Okay. I will tell you what I was made fun what I was made fun of for. Okay. I guess I will tell you what I was made fun of for. Okay, just to preface, I'm really, I'm a really popular person at school. So there's a lot of people who didn't know about my YouTube channel, but knew me as a person and thought I was really cool. And for a long time, I was the most popular guy at school. Everyone looked at me and said, "Hey, you're the most popular guy I know." And I said, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, I am. I'm the most popular guy you know." But I have a deep, dark secret. I have a deep, dark secret. And that deep, dark secret, it's my YouTube channel, you know? And so, you know, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. People found my YouTube channel. They started watching the videos. They started looking at them. They started saying, "Hey, look, it's Pat Dan, the most popular guy in school. We're watching his YouTube videos, and we figured out that he has a YouTube channel." And they started making fun of me. They said your YouTube voice sounds too performative. They said you sound like you're putting on a fake persona for the people. They said your YouTube voice sounds stupid. They said to me, it sounds like you're doing a stupid voice for the camera. And they said you're too dramatic. They said you put on royalty-free sad music in the background of your streams when you're talking about something that never even happened. That's what they said. That's what they said. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that's all. Top 10 things that never happened. Shut your mouth! It happened, bro. It happened, okay? I swear it happened. I swear it did. You don't have to say things that you know aren't true, okay? It happened and you were there. We went to the same school, Mr. Beast Manager. We went to the same school, and you gave me all the advice. You taught me everything I know. Okay? So just relax, okay, man? Relax. Take it easy. Take a chill pill, my friend. Take a dang chill pill. Okay? Relax. No need to freak out. By the way, King Froggy first. Let me just say this. You're really awesome, okay? Let me say that. All right. King, are you still in chat, by the way? Because if you are in chat, then I have something really, 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 really potentially embarrassing to admit to you. Potentially embarrassing for you. Not for me, but like for you, potentially pretty embarrassing to admit to you. And I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you want to hear it, but if you're still in chat, maybe I'll tell you. Maybe I will. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Different Strokes. This is a game in which you enter and, play a little drawing, and you enjoy people's artwork. You like them, put them in your gallery if you pay for the $5 deluxe edition. And you can put your paintings in the gallery. I haven't actually made any paintings since I bought the deluxe, so there's nothing in here. Anyways, we have this painting, and the small issue with it is actually that I accidentally didn't realize that you can't see the previous painting after you save it. and paint over it. So we're going to have to get rid of it. Because once you save a draft, you can't look back at the reference. So we have to start a new one, unfortunately. Because I don't want to just completely change the painting. Welcome, I'll be your tour guide. I've never seen this guy before. Thanks for visiting. Here's how the exhibition works. Has this guy always been here? Browse through the gallery at your leisure. Every painting you've made, you see has been made by another visitor. Blank canvases are open for you to paint. Please don't hesitate to add a new painting. Has this guy always been? I feel like this guy has not always been here, right? He's definitely not always been here. I know he hasn't. He's definitely a capper, bro. D1 capper. Oh, it's decorated for Halloween. That's what's happening here. Welcome to my exhibition. I'm so glad you came. I've been working for such a long time to put this together. Shut your yapper, man. You didn't put this together. This is a community-made exhibition. You freak. Don't take credit for other people's work. Ew, the amazing digital circus. Ew, stinky. Burn. Oh my gosh. Help me. Help me. I think I just died. I was going to try and make a horn sound. I was trying to go. Anyway. Oh, this looks nice. That's fire. That one's good. He downloaded a fake PNG. You got hacked, XD. Oh my gosh. Golden Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy's. Extra drawing controls. F, flip canvas. M and rotate canvas. Alt and scroll wheel zoom. F for flip. C for show first draw layer. F, C. F, C. Okay. This one's fire. That one's fire. Please add hair. Let me see what it was like. What was it like? They definitely added hair. I'll say that. I'll say that much. Sorry, my voice is going out. My voice is absolutely shot. We've been streaming for too long. Five Nights at Freddy's. Go do a crime. Okay. Just wanted to commit a crime for you, so that's what that was. What? What is this? What is happening? What the frick? I did not know. This is new. This is new. This was not in the game before. This is 100% new. Holy moly, you can just chop everything up. That is awesome. I knew about the grenade. That's been there since day one. But the chop is awesome. The chop is sick. Is that the only thing that they added? Let's make sure. We gotta make sure, right? Five Nights at Freddy's. Gun is G, throw grenade is V. They don't even have the chop in here. Where's C? They're capping, bro. Show first layer C. There's no chop. They didn't put the chop in here, bro. They didn't put the chop. They're trying to hide. They're trying to hide from us is what they're trying to do. Holy moly, Warrior, you look beautiful. That's a like from me. Let's see the original. Okay. I hate the ones where they don't iterate on the original. That pisses me off a little bit. It's out of the spirit of the game. That one looks cool. Out of my way. Who made this mess? Jeez. Somebody needs to clean this place up, dude. Wonder who did all this. All this mess making. They gotta get banned from the establishment. You know what I'm saying? What's the original on this one? Oh, a little shading action. I like it. That one looks fire. Goob. I like it. I like it. I like goob. Oh, dude, this one looks so good. Oh my gosh, it looks so fire. I'm afraid I'll mess that one up. That looks so good. I wish you could like save it for later and like be able to save it so you can see who iterates on it. You know what? I'm not gonna send it to Ezo because I don't want to mess it up. But we'll paint on this one for funsies. We'll paint on this one for funsies. If we do this, let me make sure. If we do this, we fill the whole thing. Global fill. No, that doesn't work. If we fill the whole thing, can we go see the old one? Okay, good. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. So I get the idea that this is supposed to be kind of like an iridescent kind of flower. Maybe, perhaps. Something along those lines. So we could try to give that impression, maybe, with our iteration here. I maybe don't like the background being yellow, but I want to deal with the cards we've been dealt. So let's deal with the cards we've been dealt. What am I saying? So let's try to work with it. And I'm going to cut down on the amount of petals, I think, just to make it a little simpler and make our composition stand on the merits of its own 2 feet and not on the merits of the amount of petals it has, you know? You don't want to use a crutch like that. Okay, now you do global fill. Thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot for that, paint bucket. These tools never work for me. They never do what I ask them to. It's like my chat. Unruly. Never listens. Pieces of garbage is another way to say it. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, I'm going to do this and then go back over it. Watch. You're about to witness a master at work. You are watching a master at work. That's me if I did that voice line. The Trapaholics. Is that a Trapaholics thing? I don't know. How do you guys feel about that video where McLovin says the Trapaholics lines? What's that one that he does that's like super the most well-known clip from that skit? Oh, he does Damn Where'd You Find This? That's what he does. A classic. Okay, I want to find a moment to really capture the iridescence that I got from the original. So we're gonna try to do that, but I can't guarantee it's gonna happen just the way you're imagining. I can't guarantee it's gonna happen just the way I'm imagining, but that's kind of the beauty, the nature of an artwork is that it has its own life, you know? It's a living canvas. How people say like living document sometimes, but it's a living canvas, you know what I'm saying? Frick! Okay. Am I the biggest rage baiter you know, chat? Please say yes. Please, please, please say yes. 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 Please. Please say yes. Please say yes. You're not gonna say yes, are you? You fakes. You haters. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Five Nights at Freddy's. I forget how to do the patterns. How do you cycle through the patterns? How do you cycle through the patterns? Through the patterns. How do you cycle through the patterns? I don't remember. I don't quite remember. Chat, do you remember? Do you remember, chat? Answer's clearly no. Oh, peek and pause. Peek and pause. Peek and pause. Next pattern, R. Okay. R and Y are our pattern numbers. Okay. This I like. This pattern is fun. It's fun, but do we love it? It's fun, but do we love it? That we love. That we love. That's a fun pattern. Now that is a fun pattern. Ain't that just the funnest? Oh, I found it. I think that's our ticket right there. That's our ticket, I think. I gotta say that's our ticket. I gotta say, man, that's our ticket. We found it. Okay. So now, here's the trick. Pulling it from the hat, much like a rabbit. All right. I love the fact that I don't actually iterate on the drawing that I do. I just erase the whole thing and then redo it. I just kind of use it as a reference. Which I don't think is in the spirit of the game, but I do what I want. I make my own rules. Five Nights at Freddy's. Beautiful, beautiful. Bum, 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 bum. How to activate the music? You gotta have the vibes. Vibes activated. I don't think we're doing this justice, to be honest. The original has a certain liveliness about it that we've kind of lost in the sauce at this point. We dropped it in the sauce. But we can try to recapture it. My bad, chat. I'm getting an Amber Alert. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. I don't exactly know what I'm cooking with here, but I think I have a plan. What was the Amber Alert about? It was just about my wrongdoings. They're trying to, they're trying to rehouse the children in the basement, but I'm not gonna let that happen. So they're safe with me. They're safe with me. This is one you really have to squint at. The best kind of artwork. The squinter, they call it. Cousin of Master Splinter, the rat. Squinter. Master Squinter. Master Squinter is good. That is golden. I don't like that. This is a bit of an experimental piece. Bit of an abstract. This is one that would sell for like $1 bill on the open market. You guys don't know the vision like I do, bro. This is what you see when you open your third eye. Did the flowers take a perk? Yes. Yes, they did. What did you do instead of streaming all the time? I pretty much just watched Northern Lion, Goon to his head. That was just about it. Day-to-day lifestyle, you know. Mr. FBI, get out of my chat. I knocked over my mic because of you. Get out. You know you're not welcome here. That's about all I can do to this one, man. I don't think I have much. I don't think I have much to contribute. I don't think I have much left to contribute here. That was pretty much my vision. Realized. I think that's just about it. I don't think I did a great job, but I think it's a little fun. I think it's a little bit fun. Masterful work on the perk flower. Thank you, man. Hey, man. Get out. Last time I'm going to say it. I'm going to have to call the bouncer on you, bro. Upload. Success. It looks awful. It looks awful. That's the first thing going in our freaking workshop, bro. Is that monstrosity. Let's see if we can find it. If we can find our way back. Through the rubble. Who made this mess, bro? That's never gonna get old. Wait, how do we get back? Oh, here it is. Okay, let's check out our painting. Not here. Not even here. Excellent. Wonderful. Why is it not here? Okay, I guess. Okay, our painting has not been saved. Interesting. Respect the grind. Let's go to my paintings. Okay, here's one. Okay. You know what? That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. I'm happy. Alrighty, good game, chat. Is the bouncer free stuff bot? Yes, yes it is. I am free stuff bot, by the way. Free stuff bot is actually just, it's me typing through the bot account is actually what it is. And one time I forgot to switch accounts. So I actually sent a link on my account. So, you know, for those of you that caught on to that, that's what happened there. So, you know, not to cause any struggle and strife, but we do go a little crazy from time to time. Embarrassing? Well, I admit to my faults, unlike you. That's what's really embarrassing, is not living up to your true self. And I live up to my true self. I live as him. I live as Pat Dan. You don't live as Mr. FBI. You live as some other imagined figure in your head that you've created. So, to me, personally, who's the winner there? It's me. It's me. I'm the winner there. Alrighty. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so very much for your time. I've been Pat Dan. You've been great. And until next time, kick rocks, pal. Thank you so much for the good stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.